Hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Wonder Snatch. Today, I think I want to do a cowboy look. Okay, I've done several Western-inspired looks. Okay, I've done this Toy Story look, and also I did this cowboy look for my 80s party. But today, we're going to be doing just a very basic cowgirl look because our next show is going to be all about country music. And today, I'm going to be talking about country music and its resurgence in pop culture recently, and why, even though we're not in America, we love country music so much. All right, so buckle up, yeehaw, snatcherinos, and let's get started. Alright, I'm back and I've blocked my brows and everything, and I'm just going in with my priming spray. This is going to be a bit of a rambling discussion on country music, drag, and LGBT stuff, okay? I kind of made some notes, but I think I just want to make this a bit more organic. Country music and drag, I mean, obviously, Trixie Mattel is the first thing that comes to mind, of course. She built part of her empire on country music, and I've actually performed a couple of songs before, so her songs are actually really, really nice. One of my favorites is, of course, Soldier, which was actually written for Katia. Okay, when Katia was going through her issues. And then, of course, there's a gay country music star now, Orville Peck, who's always masked, so he's really drag adjacent. He's got pretty gorgeous music as well, and he recently did this collaboration with Willie Nelson where they sang this song about cowboys actually being secretly gay. and it's quite a cute song. Okay, that was my e.l.f. Power Grip, and then I'm going back in with my Colored Rain, which I used in my last video. This is actually quite nice to use. It's really creamy, but I think it's going to run out pretty quick because a lot of it comes off. Okay, and going in and covering that with makeup forever. And of course, over the last few years, you know, people like Lil Nas X has also been bringing a lot of queer sensibilities to country music. That's much better coverage. Okay, and of course you can't ignore the whole Dolly effect. Okay, Dolly Parton, she is probably one of the only artists out there which appeals to both sides of the political aisle in America. Okay, everybody loves Dolly, and she is literally a drag queen. So I don't see how you can like Dolly Parton and not like drag queens. She's got such an amazing career. Her songs are so catchy, and they're so versatile that they've been even like I Will Always Love You have been repurposed into R&B hits. So, you know, country music, jazz, R&B, all these are like musical styles that came out of America and out of like a lot of oppression and marginalization. Although country music right now is being co-opted by the white majority, okay, actually a lot of its roots, like bluegrass and honky-tonk and everything, actually come from disenfranchised communities, okay, poor, working class, usually people of color. But of course now everything is like mired in patriotism and jingoism, that it's really something that the right has co-opted. And I think that's what Beyonce has been doing recently. Okay? Beyonce has been really trying to reclaim country music, not just for black people, but for basically everyone. I'm going to try again this Bobby Shea, a local Singaporean brand concealer for my highlights. See how this mixes with my current combination. And of course right now, on season 17 of Drag Race, there is a country music diva, Acacia Forgot. Unfortunately, she was put in the bottom 2 for the first talent show. And I am pre-recording this, so actually I'm not sure whether she was eliminated, but I have a feeling she's going to be eliminated pretty soon, okay? It sounds like from Meet the Queens that she's using drag as a stepping stone for her country music career, taking after Trixie Mattel. Okay? A lot of country music is so drag-centric, okay? All the leather and big costumes and rhinestones and feathers and everything, okay? So I think, as I mentioned, you cannot like country music and not like drag. Okay, that didn't do anything. So I'm just going to go into my white. Yeah, so country music, big hair, big boobs, rhinestone buckles, leather straps, all so queer. Okay, contouring also with my skin sticks, just a little bit. Last time I used a lighter tan one, which looked a bit more like a bronzer. This time I'm using this. This one is 620, and last time was 520, 620N, using it very sparingly and then buffing it out, gives it more of a contour shade. Okay, I'm just gonna put my face tapes on and powder, and I'll be right back. Okay, back and all powdered. Alright, so today I'm going to just do a very simple neutral eye to go with my cowboy look. I'm just recently editing the video that I filmed like 18 months ago in 2023, okay, when I went to Hachai to film number 2, this local movie about drag, okay, and I saw my eye makeup and it's so beautiful. I don't think I achieved that level of beauty in my eye makeup for a very long time. Okay, so I'm going to try to go for that kind of look again. And basically what I did last time was use a big brush, the Trixie Mattel brush, and also bronzer for the eye, for the eye makeup, so it really like looked nice and diffuse. Okay, so here's my Trixie Mattel brush. And bronzer, let's use the same, this is the same one I used last time, the Bronze Motel, okay? So going in with a very warm shade. I'm going to use Coffee Beans. Okay, and I'm just mapping out my crease. Okay, so the other thing about country music is, why does it have such worldwide appeal? Okay, when I was young, my mom used to sing Country Roads all the time. There was recently this podcast called Switch and Pop where they actually try to figure out why Country Roads is so universal. Apparently Country Roads is a huge in many parts of the world, including like, I think it's the Philippines and maybe some parts of Africa as well, where people just sing it all the time in bars. And it's such a big hit in karaoke's all over the world. And in fact, it is one of the songs that inspired so many Asian Americans to move to America. The feeling of the song about going home, about rustic, simple life, I think just appeals to many, many people. So that's a really big couple of eyes that took almost no time to lay down. Okay, and then I'm just going to buff that out. Okay, and now going in with a darker color, I'm just going to deepen up the crease. And this time I'm using my painted palette, okay, the James Charles palette. Feels nice and heavy. Lots of nice neutral shades here. Going in with Gampy. Okay, this is just to deepen up the crease a bit like that. Okay, and once that is down, let's go back into the bigger brush. Buff that out a bit more. Okay, and now going with the pencil brush, using the Black Cock Theodore. Just going to wiggle that into crease. I would expect James Charles to make an amazing black, and this is a really good black. Going back in with the brown just to buff that out. Okay, so country music, I mean, obviously has its own problems, okay? As I mentioned, it's been co-opted by Republicans, and right now they are actively excluding people of color and everything from the country music awards and everything like that. So it's always a mire of controversy. Like, they wouldn't even give Beyonce any recognition for what she did with her latest album. Okay, going in with my flat brush and putting that same gimpy on the outer corner like that. Pulling the eye out a little bit more than usual too. This palette is super pigmented. Alright, I'm just going to clean up that with my micellar water and I'll be right back. So I've gone and cut my crease with my Trixie Hotline, okay? So far still holding up. It's really a brick now. I think I want a pop of teal in the corner, okay? So teal is also seen in a lot of like country jewelry and everything. So I think it should look quite cute, okay? I'm gonna use my Delicious Delights. Using this teal, it's almost like this greenish blue. Okay, and I'm just going to pop that here in the corner. And then for the lid, I think I want to use this Sugar Plum Blue Multichrome. Blend into the teal. The problem with all these multichromes, I buy so much multichrome eyeshadow that it doesn't really photograph very well. It looks great in person, but you know, when you want to take pictures, it just doesn't look that great. Because you can't catch the shift. Okay, that might have been a mistake, but let's just crack on. Okay, liner. This is a KVD tattoo liner. These days I'm also keeping my liner a lot closer to the lash line, okay, to open up the eye a little bit more. I used to have to cover my whole lid because of my foldy lids, and I'm just trying to keep it as tight as possible to there. This side is trickier because this side is a bit more foldy. Okay, and now I'm setting that with black, the James Charles, and then blending it into the outside. Okay, I think I want to add a little bit more blue so it blends into that multi-chrome. I think something about country music is also the storytelling. Okay. A lot of country music songs are basically storytelling, and although it's a lot of love and heartache and all that stuff, there's always some sort of a through line and some sort of story that the song brings you on. Compared to a usual pop song, which is very repetitive, a country music usually has some story, and I think that is something that resonates with a lot of people, especially me, and of course musical theatre freaks like myself. Okay, just putting some blue here and blending it in there. This is a bit like what I did for my makeup for the number 2 movie. And then this blends into the multi-chrome. I think that looks quite pretty. Okay, and a bit smoky too. And I think I want to put blue on my lower lid too. This is different for me. And this blends into the teal. Blue of denim. So instead of going brown all the way around it, to go blue at the bottom, that's quite pretty. I know quite a lot of queens do this. Just blending that out with a little bit of a lighter blue. Okay, now I'm just going to fill in those brows of brown. If you didn't notice, I'm making my brows a little bit thicker today, okay, to go with a bit more, I guess, more of a rustic kind of look. I think I used Freckled, okay, from the James Charles palette. Don't go too dark because I'm still going to be a blonde. Okay, something's missing. I think, you know what? I really have to go back in and do my little white in the corner. I really don't feel complete without it. Yeah, the James Charles palette, although it is pretty pigmented, the black has a lot of fallout, and the black is the last shade that you want a lot of fallout on. Okay, I'm just going to finish off contouring, okay, and I'll be right back. Alright, so contoured, and I'm going in with my blush. So using the painted, this is Dolly Doll. Dolly, how apropos. A nice soft pink blush. Country diva. Lately there's been a lot of AI country music also, which I've been obsessed with. They're so funny. Okay, I think there's so much country music that it's quite easy to actually come up with AI music. Okay, there's one called Big Red Cups, and a few others that are so funny and hilarious. Okay, I was actually thinking of doing a compilation of this for the next Qabaret. I don't know how that would be appreciated. Okay, packing on the blush. Okay, and lips, I think the eyes are looking a little crazy, so I think for lips, we will go for a bit of a nude today. Okay, using my Juvia's Place in Cola. And then filling it in with Mischievous. Just using a small brush to blend in the liner and the lipstick. And then of course, giving it a little pop in the middle, I think I will use my Makeup Forever, this peachy shade. That's my go-to nude lip. Okay, and then I'm going to clean up around the sides. Alright, and then I'm nearly done. Alright, so I'm just going to throw on some lashes, some big, blonde, beautiful country hair, and I'll be back in my finished look. Alright, and this is the finished look. Big blonde dolly hair and this lovely little chaps situation. And I have this crazy little Americana hat that I got in Texas when I was there last year. Yes, and this is my country look, okay, in preparation for our country and western show coming in March. Okay, so look up for tickets. It's going to be out pretty soon. Okay, and yes, leave down a comment below why you like country music so much and what's your favorite country music song. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell for post notification. I'll see you next time. Yeehaw, Snatcherinos. Bye. The positioning of this thing needs to be very sexy. That's it for this video. Check out my other videos, okay? We had an amazing snowball last year, and also, if you haven't already, check out our Halloween show. I am very proud of that one. Bye.